I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not racist. I'm going to preface this by saying I am not racist. If you know anything about North Texas, you understand that there is a lot of immigrants, specifically from India. Now, this is not a bad thing. I've talked before about how I kind of enjoy having more not white people here, you know? But the problem arises on the road. Now, I don't understand I don't have any pretext of any sort of driving laws or driving school or driving education over in India, but a lot of new drivers have flooded the streets. Driving is my job. So I'm frequently encountering individuals who do not know how to drive. And it is very frustrating. Today I wanted to talk about maybe like two different instances in which I have grown frustrated with individuals who do not know how to drive. I'm just gonna use today for example. Just I had like maybe two off the top of my head, maybe a third. Where it's one lane strip, where like four cars are going in the same direction, and I'm I need to make a right turn. The person in front of me needs to make a right turn. And how this usually works is everyone's goes, and then you slow down a little bit, maybe from we're on a 45, you slow down to maybe 20, and then you turn. The lady in front of me, who I'm not racist, I knew what kind of person they were because they had multiple student driver stickers on their car. I don't know what it is, but for some reason a lot of Indian people have multiple like two or three student driver stickers on the back of their car. I don't know why they do it. I would just put the one, but I digress. I knew who I was dealing with. Instead of slowing down and then making the turn, they come to a full and complete stop in the middle of the road, wait like 3 seconds, and then turn. Now, I have my car topper on top of my car, so people are just like, and I have my turn signal on. The person in front of me did not have their turn signal on. Let's just preface with that. I have my turn signal on, so the people behind me think I'm the one doing this, and then I get honked at. So now I'm infuriated. Not only does the person in front of me not know how to drive, but the people behind me think it's my fault. That they think I don't know how to drive. Finally, she makes the right turn, and then everyone realizes, oh, it's not his fault. And then I proceed to swiftly make the right turn to make up for the loss of time that we all had to deal with there. And now me and this person are in the neighborhood. We're driving, going about 20, 25 because it's a residential. And then they pop their hazards on, begin to slow down. I get that, but they don't go to how neighborhood roads are where it's like wider than the street, and instead of pulling off to the side to where I can still be in the rightmost, like I can be on the right side of the street and just go around, she would rather just slow down and stop her car in the middle of the road again with her hazards on. She just stops. So I just fucking veer around her very quickly. I look over, and it's who I expected to see. And I in that kind of moment, I get frustrated, but then I also understand. I go, I should not get frustrated because obviously they're not from here. They don't like, they're still being acclimated, you know? Obviously, they're still learning how to drive. On the other hand, though, why the fuck are they on the road if they don't know how to drive? It's very frustrating. I don't know if I told this story yet, but I've hit a person while driving. You may be thinking, oh, you hit another car. Oh, you got in a car accident. No, I hit a person while driving. It's late at night. It was a very stressful day at work. Very busy. In and out the door. Very quick. I'm in a neighborhood. There's the street, like two lanes, a middle like island section where people can can come out of the neighborhoods and make their turns. I'm in the neighborhood. I'm beginning my left turn, right? Coast is clear. Coast is clear. I begin to go. I make my left turn, and as I'm turning my car left. I'm looking to my right because I'm getting into the right. I'm checking for oncoming traffic because that's what I should be looking for at night is oncoming traffic. I make my turn, and then I hear a yelp, and I immediately hit the brakes because I immediately look over, and there's a guy there. There's just a guy there, and my heart drops. I put my car in park. I immediately get out. I run over. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god! I just hit a guy. I help him up. I'm like, dude, do I gotta call you an ambulance? I'm like, are you okay? He goes, No, I'm fine. And I hit him pretty bad. All right, I hit him pretty bad. He just gets up and just runs away. Like he just jogs off. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh my god, I just hit a guy. I almost killed him. I'm on the clock. This could be so bad. And then he just runs away, and then I'm left there stunned because I don't even know what the fuck just happened. I get back in my car, fucking shaking, and then I realize he wasn't even supposed to fucking be there. There was no crosswalk. There's no sidewalk to begin with. He's just there. For some reason, I mean, I understand why, but there's a lot of foot traffic, like almost entirely made up of our Indian population because they walk. They like to walk, especially at nighttime. You know what is not cool? Running into the street when there's no crosswalk, when it's you should not be running there. Running into the street to get across when there are even though there are designated crosswalks. Running into the fucking street wearing like dark clothing, no like high vis anything. Like what the fuck? It's like so scary. It's scary. It's really it's really scary. You know, when you get on the road, you expect certain things. You expect people to react certain ways to different scenarios. Predictability is a very big aspect to driving. Reactability is also very important. And frankly, my reaction time has only improved due to our Indian population, due to the fucking poor performances I see of them on the road. There have been multiple times where it's a 45, it's a 45, and they're going 20, 25, maybe. And then you speed past, I speed past them, and they look at me like I'm the asshole. What? It's very frustrating. What I've learned is to give more grace, but to also not just be too forgiving. There's a definite line to draw between okay, well this is a simple mistake that anyone could make, whatever, you know, but to watch and to experience and to be at the mercy really of drivers who don't understand basic driving laws or driving etiquette or to just go the fucking speed limit. We're in Texas, baby. You're going 10 above the speed limit or you're going too slow. Why are we ever going under the speed limit? It's very frustrating. But I digress. The point that I'm trying to make here is that driving should not be as difficult as it has been in these last like 2 years, frankly. Obviously, this issue gets better with time, as does any kind of experience based fucking activity or just, you know what I'm saying? But holy shit, it's so like it's so I when I hear my coworkers talk, they don't use any sort of filter. They are very not happy with our Indian population and their driving habits. And I understand their point of view as well because I mean, shit, one of my coworkers got hit by an Indian family who made an illegal turn. And then that Indian family tried to pin it on him. You know, like I understand where the frustration comes from, but holy shit. The point I'm trying to make is that I am very frustrated with these student drivers. You know, I see a lot of people online complain about the immigration of Indian people to Texas. And I mean, you do notice like, okay, well, there's just a lot more Indian restaurants. Okay, who cares? You know, that doesn't harm anybody. That doesn't affect anybody, really. What affects people is the increase in fucking horrible drivers, the increase in people on the road who don't follow the same set of rules everyone else follows. It becomes dangerous when lives are at stake and there's just a discrepancy in how people drive. That is where it gets really scary. That is where it gets frustrating. And that is where my frustration is. I fucking hate these drivers. They don't know how to drive and they keep getting on the road and it's like watching old people drive. And what's funny is it's it's all ages. You know, it's not even just the older generation of Indian immigrants who are driving horribly. It's fucking all of them. This was 12 minutes of me trying to explain something in a not racist way. Thank you for I don't know. Thank you.